We are live tonight. Welcome in, brothers. Tonight we are breaking down the biggest panel wiring mistake that failed commercial and residential inspections. If you have green helpers, turning breaker boxes into total bird nest, stop what you are doing. I'm pulling up real 100 amp and 400 amp service footage right now to show you how to train your conductors into clean 90-degree corners. Torque your lugs to spec and pass inspection on the first try. Let's dive straight into the physical work. So again, welcome again to all you guys. And again, my name is Fabian from Fabian Electrical Services Inc. And tonight's video live stream is basically going to be about field explanation, how we go about doing our installation when it comes to 400 amp and 100 amp, also whether it be 200 amp also. I'm going to show you guys what I do in the field when it comes to taking care of the code rules. You also know you have to follow the code rules. So in tonight's footage, I'm going to be showing you guys the installation, and I'm also going to be talking over it also. So we're going to dive into the first video. And again, anything when it comes to panel installation, service installation, there are code rules that we have to follow. And the same thing goes with your panel installation. When it comes to installing, let's say you're installing a panel on the back of a wall, and you have to put a piece of plywood behind the actual panel itself to take the mildew or the water that's going to get into the back of the panel, moisture or whatever it may be. There are also what you call working space, proper working space in front of the panel. You're supposed to have a clearance in front of your panel in order to perform your work properly. So we can also go through that. And again, drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever had to rip out zip ties because your journeyman told you your panel looked messy. Again, panel work can be hard. So I'm going to pull up the some footage here of the installation, and I'm going to be doing, like I said, I'm going. So hello again and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, tonight's video is going to be a 400 amp installation, and you can see the wires that are kind of messy and so on. So in order for me to have this passcode, I have to simply prep this for a proper finish when it comes to passing inspection, meaning that my panel that I have here, if you see I have located at the back of the panel, is basically for water and so on. You don't want the water seeping through the back of the panel. You don't want mildew going into the panel. Anything that's going to leak into the panel will cause the panel not to operate at its full potential, even a short of some sort. So again, stocking all of these cables, you have to make sure that you clip your cables accordingly in order to pass your final inspection. Again, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm Fabian from Fabian Electrical Services Inc. And welcome, brothers. Drop your panel back in the chat. Check out my Sunday's 12-minute conduit masterclass on my homepage right after the system. Hi, KC56. Thank you for joining the live stream tonight. Where are you tuning in from, KC56? Again, don't forget, please leave a like on the channel. It helps with the channel, helps to get the content out to others. And what tonight's live stream is going to be about is a 400 amp and 100 amp installation. How we go about trying to pass inspection, as we all know, is vital. Again, guys, you can drop a comment. Let me know if you guys work in the residential or commercial area. Are you guys DIYs tuning in for the first time? Again, don't forget to leave a like on the channel as you guys enter. Help with the channel, helps to get the live stream out to others. So basically, this is what we call a 400 amp installation. The 400 amp installation, and what was used to power up this 400 amp system was 250 kc mil wires, parallel runs that was ran from the meter base to the electrical room, which is located more than 100 feet from that meter base. And obviously, as the code states, any panel that's located more than 5 feet away from the panel, away from your outdoor meter, has to have a disconnect. So you will see me pull up footage of 400 amp disconnect that was installed also. And the reason why the 400 amp disconnect was installed was simply because of the code rule that we have. Sorry, guys. So David Gilbert, and thank you guys for tuning in on my other platforms. Again, if you guys are new here, don't forget you can like up the live stream, please, and thank you. And you can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't, to stay up to date to my content. Again, tonight's live stream, if you're just tuning in, is going to be about a 400 amp, 100 amp service installation, how we go about doing that installation, how we go about following the code rules when it comes to the actual installation of this service. And again, we cannot leave this service like this. Even though all those who are tuning in, we're not going to pass inspection. I also have some cables that I probably will show you guys the types of different cables that we use in this service. Code rules when it comes to PVC conduit, running PVC conduit outside for a service. There's different types of PVC conduit. I believe it's called DB5 or something like that. I can't remember the name off the back right now. But it's the underground below frost PVC that we use that is the rule. On some commercial jobs, what happens is when you are doing your service entrance for some commercial jobs, all commercial jobs, and you're doing what is called duct line. You have to run conduit. You also have to place them on chairs. You also have to make sure once you're done, you backfill it with gravel and so on. And you also have to make sure that once you're done with the installation of the service conduit, that you send stakes into the ground. And what that stake does is could be rebar, it could be also EMT pipe. Tie your chairs with that to keep it firm. Once you're pouring the gravel, you don't want to lose the pipe. So those are the type of different stuff.
So please like, share, and subscribe, and also leave a comment in the comment section. And I will see you on the next video with this installation. Thank you.
So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Again, as we're going to continue our footage of the 400 amp installation, and what that was basically a 400 amp service installation from scratch. And when it comes to 400 amp service installation, you want to make sure that you have your specs right. You want to make sure that you have the amount of load that's going into the home in order to choose your service correctly, whether it be 100 amps, 200 amps, or 400 amps. Even it can all go up to 1,000 amps depending on the job you're working on. If it's a job site of commercial, obviously when it comes to commercial, you are going to have the more heavy voltage amperage going on when it comes to commercial. Residential is strictly maybe mostly 100, 200, sometimes 400. I believe there's a 300 slot in there also. So again, residential does not go above 400 as far as my knowledge, but it depends on the size of the house. Also depends on the service that you're going to have. So again, this service that I'm doing is a 400 amp service, and I'm going to pull up the footage of the other service that I want to show you guys. So that one was a messy panel that cannot be left like that. Now I'm going to show you a more cleaner version of how you will pass your inspection and so on. So I'm going to pull up a footage right now of the actual disconnect itself. And this will show you the
So hello, welcome back to my channel, and I would like to thank you guys all for tuning in to the video today. Again, as you come in, please don't forget to hit the like button. Also, for those who hasn't subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And in today's video, what I'm simply doing is I'm taping my white cable that's not identified right now, and I'm simply using that with white tape, which is allowed by code. Also, you will see me have the cables wired up into the lugs, the main disconnect 400 amp disconnect service that I have here that I'm working with. And the cable that I used was 250 kc mil parallel runs. And again, you'll see all my ground bushes and everything is grounding the ground wire off, and it's going back to the main ground on the panel. So again, please sit back and enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in between the video. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to today's video. And also, as you come in, don't forget to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel and share the video. So in today's video, what I'm doing is I'm grounding off my ground wire onto the ground bushing, ground clamp on the tech cable required by code. Has to be grounded off because of the cable that I use. And this cable is aluminum, it's not copper. Aluminum is silver, and you can see that it's a silver ground wire that I have there along with all the other grounds. So please just sit back and enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in between. So hello again and welcome back to the end of the video, and I'd like to thank you guys all who has tuned in to today's video. Again, also as you come in, please don't forget to like up the video. You can also share the video. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. And again, in this video, what I'm doing is simply prepping for my panel installation with the plywood, sheet of plywood, weather resistant. I'm going to be placing on the back of the in front of the wall that's behind, and this will help with of water and stuff seeping into the panel. So sit back and enjoy the last 2 minutes of the.
So again, welcome to the channel. I don't want to run the video for more than a specific time. Again, welcome you guys back to the channel, and thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Again, as you guys enter, don't forget, leave a like on the video. Helps with the channel, helps to get it out to others, helps to push the live stream out. And again, thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's live stream. And what we're covering tonight is 400 amps and 100 amp installation. And for all those who are here, you would have seen the opening of the live stream would have been about a 400 amp panel, a messy panel, and then I switched over a 400 amp messy panel that will not pass inspection if the cables are not secure correctly according to the code book. Again, this is all according to the code. So if your cables are not secured accordingly, you will not pass inspection. You'll have a defect. And I did show you the second video, which was about simply how you go about your clean work. So basically 400 amps and 100 amp, 200 amp service just makes up of, your calculations. Obviously, you cannot forget your calculation, what you're going to use in the home. That's going to determine the type of service that you're going to have. And also, you know, you have to get your materials and so on, which would be your 400 amp panel, your 400 amp disconnect if you need one, your feeder cables for it, whether it be conduit or whether it be tech cable. And I'm going to show you the different type of cable we use on the job. So basically, this is some of the cables that we use. Okay, I believe this is a number 6. I might be wrong, but this is some of the different cables that we use. And obviously, in order to use this, there is a marking on here also that I cannot really see the marking. It will tell you that it has 1,000 volts here and so on, what number of cable it is. But obviously, this is a older of the cable, and for some reason it does not have, I cannot see the full stuff here. So this is, yes, so this is a number 6 gauge wire, and I believe it's rated for 1,000 volts, and it also has, it's a RW90X LPE. Okay, so this is some of the cables that we can use for our service entrance. And when it comes to service entrance, obviously you want to make sure that you have the proper wire. Okay, the proper wire. There is 2 TW75. There's T90 cable that you use also. There's so many different types of cables that you can actually use for the service, depending on what you're doing, depending on if you're running conduit. So it all depends on what you're doing. Again, when it comes to the service on the outdoor, most of the 100% of the time, depending on where you're located, you might be using tech cable, you might be using conduit, you might be using some other means of it. Again, it all depends on where you are situated and depending on the code rule itself. So again, guys, as you guys enter, please don't forget, smash that like button, like up the live stream, helps with the channel. I'm going to show you guys Tapo. Again, welcome to the channel. For all those who are tuning in to tonight's live stream, I didn't see that message there, so I'm sorry, I missed it there. So again, thank you guys all for tuning in to the live stream. Tap Porto Connie and CKU 1515. Thank you for stopping in to the live stream and also supporting the channel. Again, guys, don't forget, like up the live, helps with the channel. And so again, 400 amp service is very vital, very important when it comes to the service work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up another video of another clean work environment, kind of before I show you guys the actual finish of how a panel should look. So again, this is the more cleaner version of what you guys saw at the beginning of the live stream. As you can see, all the wires are removed from the top. It's a lot more neater. Obviously, it's not the final piece. And again, this is how you go about doing a professional installation, as we would call it. This, you can see my straps on the cable, the black cable to the side of the ladder. You can see how I strap down my cables. You can see how a lot of those cables that you would have seen at the beginning of the live stream is gone. It's more neater. It's a better working space, better environment to conduct your work. Also, when it comes to a working space, there is a working space in front of the electrical panel that you have to maintain. In this scenario, we don't have to worry about that. There's tons of working space in front of this panel, and again, there is no need to worry about failing inspection because you don't meet the required working space. So that is right out of the code book also. And if you haven't or you don't know about that, you can simply research that in the code wherever you're located. It will show you that there is a working space that you have to maintain in front of your panel. And a lot of times when you don't have that working space, what happens is you will probably run into issues with the inspector because you do not have that proper working space. I believe it's about a meter or so away from the panel. I don't remember. If someone can correct me in the chat, if you know about the working space, the correct working space in front of the panel. I'm thinking it's 1 meter, but I'm not 100%. I'll have to pull up the code. If someone's on the live stream and you do know the exact distance of working space in front of the panel, just leave a comment in the comment section. Basically, again, with the 400 amp installation, you need to have your minimum requirement for the height also. When it comes to the breaker, your breaker, I believe the height is to the top of the breaker, I believe, or the center of the breaker, sorry, where you will go with your height of the panel. It's not going off of the height of the panel. It's going off of the actual breaker. I believe I've heard the inspector say the last breaker, and the last breaker to me is the actual main breaker that you're going to be shutting off. So that is how we go about looking for and following the code when it comes to installing a 400 amp panel or a 100 amp panel or even a 200 amp panel, depending on where you're located or which if you're in residential or commercial. Again, when it comes to commercial, they use a lot heavier amperage when it comes to commercial. So it might be a different panel size in commercial, but the rules are all the same. And again, if you're tuned in for the first time, I'm Fabian from Fabian Electrical Services Inc. Again, don't forget to leave a like on the channel, and also don't forget to check out my past conduit masterclass video that I did right after the live stream. And if you're tuning in right now for the first time, welcome you guys to the channel. And if you missed the beginning of the live stream, what I'm doing is I'm showing a version of a messier environment that will fail inspection. That was the first video I showed, and then now this video is the The second video was about a more cleaner disconnect that was installed, and the workmanship that's involved in it, the code that we follow in order to get to a disconnect being installed in a home. Most homes you don't see a disconnect. So again, now what's going to happen now is I'm going to be showing you guys this current video, and what this current video is about is basically tying in my cables and having a cleaner environment, cleaner working space that you have to go by. So I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to play another video after this, but I'm going to stop this video here for a second. So let me try to stop this video. So again, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Again, don't forget to like up the live as you guys enter. If you guys are tuning in on my small channel, thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Again, also, if you're tuning in from Twitter, don't forget, leave a like on the channel. And again, I'd like to thank Tapoto Connie, don't know, can't say the other word, C, on my channel for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Also, I'd like to thank KC56/J5E. That's just a handle name, but it says K. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's live stream. And David Gilbert, thank you. KC56 also. Again, thank you guys all. Those are from my small channel. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Again, guys, don't forget to leave a like on the live stream. Basically, tonight's live stream is a deep dive into 400 amp installation and how we go about passing inspection, which is very important. It's not just about slapping up the work and trying to pass inspection. It's not even a guess game to try to pass inspection. It's something that you pretty much required to do in order for a home to have occupancy. So again, rushing a job is very is not as important as to passing your final installation. So I don't believe in rushing work when it comes to the job. I rather take my time, make sure that everything is done according to code, make sure that the layout and everything is done when it comes to the rooms, and once your room is laid out accordingly, you shouldn't have no plugs that was missed on the wall, running back to correct certain things, unless there was a change. When there was a change on the job, then that's totally different. So I'm going to show you guys another video of how I go about of the actual panel itself. Let's see the actual clean panel now, the clean version of the electrical panel.
Stop guessing breakers. This is what I use on real jobs. Instead of flipping every breaker, I plug this in, go to the panel, and it tells me exactly which breaker it is. Saves time, no guessing, easy to use. Ever spent 10 minutes trying to find the right breaker? Electricians use a breaker finder like this. Scan the panel and it finds the circuit in seconds. Kiwit sent me this breaker finder to test.
Okay, so I'm trying to pull up another footage. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's live stream. don't forget to like up the video also. So again, I'm trying to pull up some footage here. I'm going to try to go off of my phone here. Let's see what happens here. I want to show you guys the more cleaner version of the installation. So in this video, you should see a more cleaner panel. As you can see, most of my work is already cleaned up instead of here. You can see my panel is labeled accordingly. Again, very important. You can see my wires are still there dangling, but not as much as the opening video. So again, welcome you guys back to the channel. If you're tuned in for the first time, I'm Fabian from Fabian Electrical Services Inc. And again, when it comes to your 400 amp service, I'm simply going about showing you guys the installation for the 400 amp service that I did and how I achieve the code rules, how I utilize the code rules. Again, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to like up the live stream. You can also join the channel, or you can become a member of the channel to stay up to date to my content. Again, if you guys have any questions, drop a comment in the comment section. If you guys are located, if you guys are also located in the GTA and Toronto area, GTA and Ontario area, don't forget you can follow me. If you ever have any business inquiries, you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok. Leave me a message and we can go from there. So again, this is just a video of a 400 amp service, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off of this video as I think you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. The like I said, the first video that I showed is a messy panel, and you want to have a clean environment when you're finishing for inspection. You don't want to have a messy panel to produce to the inspector. He will more than likely give you defects and make you go ahead and correct them. So I'm going to stop this video here. So I'm going to show you guys another different type of cable that was used in the service upgrade. So this is another cable here that we use in the field, and this is basically tech cable, we call it. Okay, it's a tech cable that we use. That's the trade name, and you can see it's got the aluminum. I don't want to touch it. It's got the aluminum on the outside. It's got three conductors plus the ground. Okay, red, black, and blue. You can use red, black, and blue for the three phase. Okay, three phase. You can use red, black, and blue. However, you can tape these wires up depending on the phase that you're using. If you're going to use a white for the blue, then you can tape it up. Again, it's got the outside jacket. As you can see, this is the outside jacket, and it's also got the inside insulation to protect the cable. And again, this cable here, this sheeting here, does not require an anti-short. Okay, it doesn't call for an anti-short. What it simply calls for is outdoor connector, we call it. The outdoor connector is about depending on depending on the size of the wire or the size of this jacket, it could go from $40 for one connector. So that's what I mean by the types of different cable, and that is the cable that I use for the actual service entrance. When I did the service entrance, that's the cable that was used. So again, guys, please don't forget, as you guys enter, like up the live stream. Helps with the channel, helps to get the channel out to more people. So that cable that I just showed you guys is basically the type of cable that you can use for service entrance. You can also use it underground. When it comes to the underground, you can use it. Obviously, when it comes to underground, um, if there's a non-vehicle or vehicle area, you have to stay within that code. Also, there are code rules on that non-vehicle and vehicle area. So what happens is the non-vehicle area, you do not have to bury your cable so far down. One of them, the non-vehicle area, but the vehicle area is where you have to go a little bit further, and you also have to maintain of putting your caution tape and so on if you're using that type of anything to do with cable or pipe conduit. You have to run your caution tape. It's a means of letting someone know, hey, there's something that is here. Take pride not to do stupidness around that area. Take caution. So either you use the red caution tape or you use the yellow caution tape. So again, this tech cable, again, for all those who are tuning in, that's the tech cable that I use at the service, this for my service. And the reason why people prefer it too is if you are doing more than 390s on a run, you can use this tech cable. It's also pretty expensive when it comes to copper, but aluminum is a lot cheaper, and it will give you your money's worth when it comes to the service entrance. So again, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up another video here for those who are tuning in to tonight's live stream. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in to the live stream tonight. And don't forget to like up the live as you guys enter the live stream. So I'm going to do one more video here. And then I'm going to close it off. Close it out with maybe another video before I log off the live stream. Let's see what I'm going to do, which video. I'm going to show you guys another video here. Let's see if this is the correct video.
Hello and welcome back all my viewers and subscribers. Hello, thank you guys all for tuning in to today's video. So again, please don't forget to like up the video as you come in also. And in today's video, what we have is a 400 amp panel being installed, and the steps that I go about to make sure that the 400 amp panel is installed correctly by simply securing the bolts in all four corners, making sure that it's secure and firm, no movement on the wall. And then you have the 2x4, which is simply for the moisture from getting into the back of the panel to prevent the damage of the components, or to prevent malfunction of the panel. So again, just sit back and enjoy this video, and I'll catch you guys in between the videos.
So again, welcome to the channel. Thank you guys all for tuning in.
So hello, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to today's video. And again, what we simply have here is a 400 amp installation of the main panel using 250 kc mil parallel feeds to power up this unit. So again, just sit back and enjoy the video, and I'll
let me know what you guys think
the,
about
videos.
Tonight's installation. So again, what this is prepping for a 400 amp service, and as you can see, this is when the panel, the electrical room was a lot neater. There wasn't so many cables running across, but as you can see, I'm talking how I talk my stuff there. Again, that is me trying to torque the screw onto the back of the onto the plywood through the concrete. So as you can see, this panel, the footage right now is a little bit not so messy. This was at the beginning when the work was starting. Obviously,
so hello and welcome back to the channel.
Cables,
and as we wind down to the video, this portion of
cables,
a few more videos that I have lined up, please don't forget to
normal
like up
commercial
the video.
environment.
Also, you can leave a comment in the comment section.
Maybe two sets of
again,
conduits,
this installation
and
was
pulled in
about
all
a 400 amp
to the panel.
installation of the
everything
main service
being a
coming
lot
into
neater,
the home.
but obviously,
And the way I go about the using my code rules in order to do my installation up to code. So again, for all those who hasn't subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. You can also leave a comment in the comment section. You can also become a member of the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. So hello and welcome back to another exciting video that I have lined up. So again, this is a installation of the 400 amp service that's being installed using parallel feeds to power up this unit. 250 kc mil wire 2 times in order to have my 400 amp service. So again, what you will see me doing in this video is simply trying to install my cable into the panel. So again, for all those who hasn't subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. You can also leave a comment in the comment section, and you can also become a member of the channel also. So again, just sit back and enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys in between video. So again, what you're going to simply see me doing here is bringing my ladder closer in order to work efficiently and to avoid any injuries. So I simply brought my ladder up a little bit closer. That way I can get right on top of the panel, so I'm not stretching more than 5 feet away. Very important to remember the safeties when you're going about your daily tasks. So again, just sit back and enjoy the video. And again, for all those who hasn't hit the like button, go ahead and like up the video. and I'll catch you guys in between the video. So hello, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video what we have going on here is an installation of a 400 amp main service that's being installed using the 400 amp panel required by the code. So again, also using 250 kc mil wire twice parallel feeds in order to power up this service. Very important to make sure that you select the proper cable. You also have the proper panel with the proper labeling on the panel door. So again, just sit back and enjoy the video, and also don't forget to like up the video, and we'll see you guys in between the video. So what we simply have here is a connector that I'm going to be using in order to install my cables properly and up to the code.
So again, I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's live stream. David Gilbert, KC56, also, you know, let me look at my messages here. Again, I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in. And again, tonight's live stream, you can catch us on the replay. You can catch the live stream on the replay. It will be up for replay. This is a 100 amp panel installation. Look how clean that is. Wires coming in from the side.
So hello, welcome back to the channel, and again, as you guys come in, don't forget to like up the video. Very important to make sure that you hit that like button, and again, I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to today's video. So please just sit back and enjoy the video that I have, and again, just enjoy the whole entire video to the end.
I'll take a video and show you guys how the final stuff look. So again, that wraps up our panel walkthrough for tonight. Brothers, if you want to see the exact layout math to make these runs match your conduit, go to my homepage right now and watch Sunday's 12-minute masterclass. Next week, we kick off the 100 amp service series. So make sure you are subscribed, stay safe, and on the job site. And I'll see you guys on Thursday's stream. Hit the link on your screen now.